Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ambitious Amplified, powered by Ambitious Entertainment. My name is Isaac Orange, and today we have a very special guest joining us. Please give a warm welcome to the very talented dancer, musician, content creator, and part of the Honey Movement, a Chicago studio that offers dance classes, performances, hosting, photo shoots, styling, and model direction, Miss Honeybee. So the name Honeybee is quite interesting. Where did it come from, and how did you come about choosing that name to represent you as an artist and all of these different things you do?
Well, I was just very sweet when I was younger. And I wrote a lot of poetry like when I was like 17. So I gave myself Honeybee. And the bee is just for like the part of me that protects myself and isn't afraid to go get what I want. I feel like bees are very ambitious. And then I started to learn more about like Ifa, and I learned that I was like a child of Oshun, which is a deity that is governed over sweetness. And I guess my name was just in alignment with my destiny.
And what got you into dance, and how did you join the Honey Movement?
Well, what got me into dance was just, I mean, it's just a part of my culture. I just always been dancing since I was a kid. And the Honey Movement started. I just teach women dance, and I just would hope to teach them and how to be sweet and loving and generous to themselves. You know.
Absolutely. And you just released your first EP comprised of two songs, 555 and Blackberry. What was the process like behind making that EP?
Um, the process it was really quick and easy. I went to the studio with my homie, and I just took some stuff out of my notes and put it to the beat that he made. Um, it wasn't that thought out, but it still came out like really nice. And I got to make a video for it, which was also cool.
And did you work on only two songs that you tried to perfect while making that EP, or was there a whole library of songs you worked on before deciding on like the final two that you wanted to release?
No, I just worked on those two. It had been done, like I did it in the winter, and then it just took me so long to drop it. Then we dropped it in the spring, but it didn't take long at all. It was like I went to the studio, did it, and then he he like, I guess what producers do, how they fix the sound. And then I posted them like a couple months later.
And for those who haven't listened to your EP already, what style or genre of music do you try to go for when making something?
I think I fall into the category of rap. I rap, but I feel like I rap like old boom bap, like you know, people who inspire me, like Earl, Mike inspire me, Freddie, type of
Freddie
people.
Gibbs or Freddie?
Freddie Gibbs.
Obviously. So, continuing on inspiration, what styles of dance or dancers inspire you the most?
Um, right now I am really into like movement that looks like somebody is being possessed by ancestors. I think um movement that looks like ancestral veneration is very inspiring to me. I think us staying connected to our ancestors is very important, and dancing in such a way just feeds them as much as it feeds us.
And what about dancers right now in the industry who you think might be doing that really well?
I don't really know anybody. I really love this dancer named Omo. She's a dancer from Chicago. She does a lot of West African dance movement.
how would you describe this West African dance, or dance that's more, spiritual to people who aren't more familiar with it? I know you went a tiny bit into detail. It kind of looks like you're possessed, but can you go more into detail?
I think that it's like this movement is where you can express who you truly are and the discipline that you put behind your movement as well. Like you can tell people who dance in such a way are very disciplined in that art, but they also put so much effort in of themselves into it that it looks like their own.
Yeah, absolutely. So, with your love for dance, do you feel like the music you make is, in some sense, like music that people would get up and groove to? Like it's made with that purpose of like, I want it to sound like you can dance to this because I want to dance to it.
Mm.
Or,
No, I think I would just when I rap, it's more so for the message that I'm trying to get across. Like it's really straightforward to the point. Um, I think dancing is something I do to like keep myself healed in an alignment with like my peace. But I think rapping is a whole different avenue for me because it's like my throat chakra being expressed and my reality being explained.
yeah.
So it's
And what
um,
about your reality, or what messages are you trying to convey in one of your rap songs?
I think that just what the community needs more of. Um, and just like I'm just always in my raps, I'm always like bigging up myself, just speaking highly of myself, affirmations, motivating others to like follow their purpose, stay focused. I rap about spirituality.
With this motivation for rap and getting more into music, do you think you're gonna switch from doing more of that from dance, or is it still going to be a even split?
Well, I think that I'm always down to create, whatever I'm called to create. I would be open to making dance music. I think that would be fun. It's not just, a cookie cutter type of thing. It's just me exploring.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And exploration is great. That's where you're able to find styles, and you won't know whether you like something until you try it. What's your creative environment like when you're at your best creatively?
Uh, I think when everything is like pink, like, I don't know, I think my room is like the space that I feel the best creativity comes from. It's like cute pillows and squishmallows and pink rugs and pink lights. Everything's just pink. It's just like I set up like this whole, I don't know, like atmosphere of like cute stuff.
Yeah, you're obviously very pink right now with the
Yeah.
hair and sweatpants and also jacket, all pink.
Right.
A tiny bit, but that is the company logo. So, do you approach dance and music differently, or do they feel like similar processes to you?
They feel like similar processes. When I'm writing music, I literally just like if my friend play me a beat, I just be like, okay, I'm finna write to this. And then if I hear music, it's just like I'm about to dance. I don't really. Neither one is very thought out. It just really flows out of me.
And being a part of the Honey movement, how has that collective shaped you as an artist, in both a dancer and a musician?
Um, well, I founded the Honey Movement, and right now it's just really me. I do want to make it more of like a crew, like a dance crew, a team. But the way that I want to go about it, I just have to make sure that's possible. But I think the way that it has shaped me is just it has held me accountable um, to show up in my community for women around me. Um, and it has also made me more vocal about what is important in dance.
Yeah, yeah. That speaking of community, that's getting a good amount into this next question, which is how important do you feel is community in your growth as a dancer and a musician?
I think it is very important. I don't think I'll be anywhere without community. I think that the people have to listen to your music and the people have to engage with you to, even validate if you're a good dancer to them. I think that community is very important because nothing would be growing if we didn't have anybody saying, "Yeah, I love this," or like I want to be a part of this. It would just really stay where you're at. Like it wouldn't grow.
Yeah, absolutely. And has there been one moment from the lifespan of the business of the honey movement so far that's really stuck with you? Maybe
Um,
going.
I don't know if it's well, yeah. Every time I teach a class, I just feel like I'm doing what I really love. Like, and the class doesn't even have to like be some amazing. It can be three people there, and I'm very happy that I'm even in this position where people trust me with their bodies to help them in movement. It's I don't know. I think every moment inside of me teaching dance is like a beautiful moment.
Yeah, yeah, I would imagine it's a very surreal feeling, especially since you love dance that much and you've been doing it for how many years?
Um, I've been dancing since I was a little kid. I'm 24 now. Um, but I really started taking it serious when I was like 20, 19. Yeah.
So seriously, only for the past 5 years.
Hmm.
Would you want to ever compete in dance on the world stage, like in the Olympics or in national competitions? Is that something that like kind of takes the fun away from it, in your opinion?
No, I think competition is fun. Um, but within competition, it always has to be a loser or winner. And I don't think that's real, but I think that it will be beautiful to like, even get opportunities like that. But I've done competitions a lot. I competed for the dance hall queen of the Midwest, and I didn't think I was gonna win that, and I did. So
Congratulations.
thank you.
Yeah,
I think competition is just fun. If it stays fun, I think it's fun. If it gets like I don't know if negative energy starts to come from it, I don't feel that much of an interest in it. But when it's fun, I like it.
that makes sense. So the first track off of your most recent EP, 555, what message or feeling were you trying to convey with that song?
It's just I feel like it's just an introduction to like a piece of my energy. Like I know that like to people I come off very bubbly and kind and sweet, but also it's like I also like to let people know like don't play with me and I also like to affirm my greatness and let everybody know that I'm focused on that. So
Fact. And the next song on the EP, Blackberry, has a very unique vibe to it. What's the story behind that track?
um I think about it like if I was talking on the phone to a guy, but I wasn't really like that's how it feels like when I listen to it. It just feels very like it feels like a mermaid talking to a boy, but she's not really talking to him like in a way where she like cares what he's talking about. She's just talking. She's like over talking. Just she got a lot to say. That's just how I feel.
Yeah. So you've talked a bit about writing from personal experiences, but also with this last song, Blackberry, using a story to kind of represent your feelings. So I was wondering, are you someone who, when writing a song, writes from personal experience, or do you like to create fictional characters or stories that kind of represent something that's going on in your life?
I do like to do both. I think that I place myself in these fictional spaces and then embody that and explore it. Because I really do believe I'm a mermaid. So like it, I don't know, like it feels like real life. And
It's
it's a
so
lot of, I do talk about my experiences, yeah. But I also do like have like these egos that I explore.
yeah, it's also easy to control a fictional environment because
Mhm.
you own it. You
Right.
think of it. It can be a story which you control. The ending is up to you. So, what is your songwriting process like from start to finish?
Um, right now, if I feel inspired, I just type it all in my notes. I do have a notebook that's just dedicated to rhymes. Um, normally, like if I'm in the studio, I don't really use that. Um, because the paper, it's like you have to turn the pages and be on the mic. It's a little too much. But normally I just type it all on my phone and rap it all out when it's time.
That's
It's
fair.
really, and most of the time it depends on who I'm in the studio with. Like sometimes I can use things that I wrote like 2 weeks ago, and sometimes it's like I have to write right now here on the spot.
Yeah. So, do you need to be listening to a beat to write, or can you just write freely without listening to any music and then rap it over a beat and, it miraculously sounds good?
Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, I can. Um, yeah, I have done both. I do write a lot. Like if I'm on my way to work or I'm on the train, like I'll be typing. That's what I did. I got two songs I just did. That's not out yet, and I literally wrote them like 2 weeks before I even went in the studio, and it matched to the beat. And I was just like, okay, great. Like,
You,
didn't.
because you write without listening to a beat or music, do you have to listen to multiple beats until you find the right one? Or is it sometimes like the first one you come across where you're like,
Yeah.
that's the one?
Um, the producer I work with, Leo, his beats just align with me for some reason. Like I can, it's just like whatever he sends me, I'm like, I got something for that. Like, so yeah, I do think when I work with other people though, it's like I have to write right there with them. Like it has to be like okay, yeah, this goes here. Like, but the producer I work with, I think that he kind of knows my style. So he's like, I know what I can give her. And like I have something to it because he kind of knows my like flow type.
Yeah. And what's a dance style that challenged you the most to learn? And what was so challenging about it?
I think I think ballet, jazz, like I think the way that I dance is just it's very free flowing form. It's very just me. Just it's like whatever I want to do. And I think ballet, it just takes a little more like conforming to like rules. And I really don't like rules, no matter in what way. So, but I did take a couple classes as an adult. Um, but I just don't like telling my body like how to move so much in that way.
Yeah, fair. It almost looks unnatural or robotic.
Yeah,
So, how do you handle creative blocks when they come up?
I cry. Uh, I
You know,
think if my creativity is blocked, I think it's like some sort of release needs to be happening. Um, if I'm creatively blocked, I probably retrace my steps and see if like I've been doing things I shouldn't be doing. Um, I think I recently had to do that.
Yeah, yeah, a large release of emotion,
Mhm.
especially when you're, you know, in those moments when you can't think, it pulls you together,
Yeah.
even if in the moment you might be sad or angry.
Hmm.
So, how has your artistry changed from when you first started to now? I wouldn't imagine you were probably doing as much within dance and music as you are doing now, but I'm sure there's also other stuff that have probably changed, like creative outlook or professionalism. So,
Yeah. I think that what has really changed is just like the how many people are viewing me right now, how many people are seeing me. I think I've always been writing, I've always been making music, I've always been dancing. I keep the same type of discipline that I've always had. Um I always had like this type of like I have to dance every day, I have to practice, I have to like I always been like that, but I think that I never really like I would record it, but I wouldn't post it. It would be like, okay, I'm not gonna post this. But now it's just like I'm also posting, and now it's like attracting more viewers and clients, and I think that's really different from what I was experiencing when it wasn't that many people.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Networking, it's helping every single artist out today because it's getting people who have appreciation for art or who would like to see their work to see their work. And whether it's, providing the artist with good feedback or a paying customer, both are, equally as good. So,
Yeah.
what's something you had to unlearn to grow as an artist?
Um, Not everybody is my friend, but not everybody hates me. Like I had to learn that honestly, everybody's focused on what's on their plate, and it sometimes it has nothing to do with you. I think I took a lot of things personally sometimes, and I think that is not it necessarily didn't set me back, but it made me think a lot in ways that I never thought. Like I normally don't care about what people think, but I think the attention that I started to get, I started to question if people were like really around me for the right reasons, and then it would make me not want to be around anybody.
Yeah. And how do you deal with self doubt or criticism within your work?
I challenge it. I talk to it. I just like if I feel like that's not good, I just it's like what is good and what does that mean? It's like why am I even thinking in this way, in this light? It's like I explore it and I see where it stems from. And if I really feel like something can be fixed, I just try it again.
Yeah. And maybe taking a video of whatever you're doing or listening to it, whether it be a song over and over to see
Yeah.
what part am I not liking or do I think is not exactly perfect. So, what does success look like for you right now?
Um, Success would be me having my own land, um, like living probably out of the country,
Is
being
there
able.
any state you'd want to own land in?
Um, I would love to own land in Chicago because my family is from here. I would also love to own land in Louisiana because my ancestors are from there. I would like to keep my ancestral land. Yeah.
Fair. And what's next for you, especially in these next 12 months? What do you have planned? What can you give shout outs to things that are already planned, and what do you hope to maybe start?
Right now I'm working on a album with my producer Leo called Pink Matrix, and I'll be teaching a dance hall class in Detroit. near my birthday, July 6th. I'll be in Detroit. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, right now that's really it. Um, I'm looking forward to just being happy. I just want to be happy. That's really what I want.
Doesn't everyone?
Hmm.
Oh, we're getting into the last couple questions, but you've been great so far. Thank you for
Thank you.
all of your very thoughtful and enticing answers. So, how do you prepare mentally performing or dancing in front of a crowd?
Um, if it's not like a choreo, it it doesn't really like it doesn't really feel like I have to be prepared. It's like I'm just like dancing and then people just happen to be there. But if it's like a choreographed dance, I have to take a lot of deep breaths and tell myself that I can remember everything, even though I don't think sometimes it's like really hard for me to do that type of movement.
Have you ever
Um,
met up on a performance of a choreographed dance? And what was that like?
I just messed up. Nobody noticed though. That's the thing. It's like you have to just keep going. You can't stop or let anybody know you messed up. I kind of always mess up on choreo when it because I don't. It's not my strong suit, and I also don't really agree with choreo because it's. I think anything like that is just robotic to me. Like 5, 6, 7, 8. It's just a little. I don't know. It's just a rule thing. I just don't like rules that much.
That's also
Um,
a great life advice. Just because you make one wrong move doesn't mean the whole choreography is messed up.
right. You just keep going.
Yeah,
Maybe you'll remember
get
after
back
the.
on the horse. So, do you have a favorite environment to dance in? Is it studio sessions, on stage, maybe random locations with like your phone with friends, or at home, just chilling?
My favorite is by the water in nature. I love to dance in nature. I think the trees respond to me and the animals respond to me and the water. It's just like a spiritual thing for me.
Absolutely.
My favorite place I've danced is Congo Square in Louisiana. I think that was like one of my favorite places as well.
That reminds me a lot of you've probably seen the movie. It's very famous, The Sound of Music. Um,
Mhm.
if you haven't, you should definitely check it out. I won't bore you by explaining it to you, but there's this very famous song in it, the starting song. The hills are alive with the sound of music.
Oh
And
my goodness.
as like
When was it made?
1963, I believe.
Yes, those are my favorite kind of movies. Funny Girl is one of my favorite movies, and I've always wanted to like recreate that because I just think Barbara Streisand is a very beautiful artist, and she did so well in that movie. And I love movies from the 1960s. I really do. So thank you for telling me that.
If you love 60s musicals, definitely check out The Sound of Music. I love musicals, but unfortunately, we're getting to our end. Last question: what does ambition mean to you?
Ambition means you know what you want and you let nothing stop you to go and get it.
Absolutely. So, I'd like to thank you so much for your time coming on the show.
Mhm.
I've been so lucky to interview such a talented and creative person. This has been Isaac Orange with Ambitious Entertainment.